Hello, welcome to Wellness Wave. It's a pleasure to be live again today for another episode on the Wellness Wave. If you're a new person to this event, my name is Nkechi Ogunjiofor. I am a health advocate, health and wellness advocate, very passionate about mental health. My purpose for doing this event is to share value, to share some tips, usually preventive tips, and to educate us on things we need to know to be in the best of frame. And for today, my emphasis is on new moms. This episode is especially for new moms. So if you're here on live with me in this event, if you're a man, if you're a woman, whatever gender, this event is going to provide value for you. So I will encourage you to stay tuned. And for the guys who are joining this event, yes, we all have sisters, we have friends, female friends, who might find themselves in this situation most times. So I will encourage you to stay tuned, listen on, and get all the information so that you'll be equipped to help somebody in need sometime. So the topic of today's event is new mom mental health, postpartum mode, sleep, and asking for help. So this event is going to help us to address a challenge that new moms face, especially first-time mothers. And most times, most of them will not know the cause of these feelings, these emotions that they pass through. Becoming a mom, as we all know, is something very exciting, but it comes with a lot of challenges. Many new moms feel overwhelmed, they feel tired, they feel emotional loads. And mental health at this point is very important, as well as their physical health. So we're going to look at some challenges that postpartum moms face today and some tips that can be of value to them. So baby blues is a very common challenge that most new mothers face. And in as much as I would like to refer to it as a medical condition, yes, it is something that most people don't know how to handle. And it comes with feelings of tearfulness, mood swings, anxiety, overwhelm. The new mothers, they don't know what is the cause. It's unexplainable to them. Alongside baby blues are also the postpartum depression, which I still classify as a medical condition. Though it's more serious, it's still the same symptoms of tiredness, unexplained sadness, and mood swings. It swings from sadness now, and in the next moment, the person is excited, just like that. Now, why I say there are medical conditions is because there is an interplay of hormones that causes this. Most times, they are caused because of sudden and fast drop in some hormones, especially the estrogen, progesterone. Some other hormones like the prolactin, oxytocin are implicated when there is an imbalance or instability in the levels of these hormones in the system. These are usually the cause of these mood swings, both the baby blues and postpartum depression. So let me start by saying that there's a difference. The episodes with baby blues are very, very short term. Usually they resolve within 1-2 weeks. But postpartum depression lingers for longer. And the effects, though the symptoms are similar or the same, the effects become more intense when we are talking about postpartum depression. And at this time, the new mom needs medical attention. It's not something you can handle from home. Though the family can contribute to her well-being. We'll get to this in the point of time. So these feelings of sadness, hopelessness, low energy, trouble bonding with baby, especially when we're talking about the postpartum depression, are symptoms that can make the new mother to feel overwhelmed. It will take her out of her usual self, and if not handled, it can get really severe. It can get out of the way. It can get worse. So what do we need to know? First, why does these mood changes happen? I've touched it briefly, but let me reiterate that hormonal changes after birth is usually the major cause of baby blues, postpartum depression, and a lot of other hormones aside from the estrogen and the progesterone are implicated. For these two, it's usually the drop. For the others, it's the imbalance. It might be excessive amount of oxytocin and other hormones. And then when the mood changes happen, we notice that there is loss of sleep. The woman lies down, but she can't sleep. Coupled with the exhaustion of caring with the baby, it really gets out of hand. Then there is stress, big challenges. They all seem overwhelming to the woman. And when the family is not supporting, when she's not getting support from friends, it really goes out of the way. So at this point, the new mom needs to understand that sleep matters. Why? Sleep is regulated by hormones from the body, and sleep affects our mood. It affects our energy levels, it affects our thinking, our coordination. And new moms need to really get enough sleep. Most times, the reality is that they get intermittent, broken sleep. The baby wakes up, cries, they attend to the baby, lies down, sleeps off, and here again, they wake up again, over and over and over again like that. So their sleep gets disrupted. This really is an issue. So some tips I'll share at this point is that new mothers, you should learn to take naps. Yes, those brief moments when the baby dozes off, maybe in the afternoon, maybe mid-morning, maybe in the evening, the baby dozes off. Please catch some nap. It helps. It helps relax you. It helps you to regain some clarity, some balance. Then also ask for help at night. Yes, ask for help at night. The baby wakes up, you've breastfed the baby, and the baby doesn't feel like sleeping. The baby still wants to play. Ask for help. Get somebody in the house to help you. Maybe your husband, your spouse, your siblings, whoever that lives with you. Get somebody to help you to hold the baby for some minutes so you can lie down and catch your much desired sleep. Another thing that could help is to try to keep the room very dark and quiet. This will create more conducive sleep environment for the baby. The baby sleeps, you get your own sleep. So as this is going on, we also need to find out that, yes, asking for help is okay. Most times, women are very bold. They want to do it all. They want to show up very strong. Yes, we appreciate it. But at this point, your energy is carrying both yourself and the baby. The baby needs you, and you need to be in the best frame. So asking for help is normal at this instant, at this situation, at this point in time in your life, and it is very important. Yes, asking for help is normal and it is important. Who can help you? Your partner, family members, friends, support groups, health professionals. Health professionals can give you the help in advice, trying to help you to know what to do. Some natural tips to help to regulate your system, to make you to achieve that balance, to get enough sleep. Help can also be practical, physical help, like people coming over to keep the house clean up the house, bathe the baby, do some chores, help the baby, help babysit the baby, prepare the meals for you. You don't have to do it all yourself. In as much as you want to show up to be strong, to reassure every other person around that you are strong, you are in the best frame of mind, physically and mentally, and all that. But please ask for help and accept help, please. Then emotional help also is very important. People around you should be in the position to listen to you, encourage you, check in on you regularly. And please, for some of us, some of you there, when you get this up, don't shove it aside. Accept it. It goes a long way. Remember, you need to be strong, both for yourself and for your baby. And being strong and healthy also includes your mental health. You shouldn't let it suffer. Then, when to get professional help? I mentioned at the onset that postpartum depression is not something to be handled from the home. Yes, family members can help the new mom to get out of it, but the new mom needs to see a medical expert to handle this. And how do we know the point where we need to get medical help? When you notice that the feelings of sadness or anxiety is lingering for longer than 2 weeks, it's no longer the baby blues. The baby blues doesn't take time like that. It doesn't last for long. And if you notice that the feelings are even getting intense as the days progresses, that is a signal that the new mom needs professional help. Another thing to watch out for is if the feeling of hopelessness, anxiety starts to degenerate to the new mom thinking of harming herself, thinking of doing something dramatic to herself, maybe because she's not got enough sleep. This is a signal that she needs a professional help. And please, we shouldn't hesitate to get her one. Then the types of support differs. The best thing you can do is to get the new mom to the doctor. The doctor can refer to a therapist skilled in those fields, in those aspects of healthcare. It can be a counselor. And at times, some of these therapists can refer new moms to support groups. These support groups are amazing. They might not be too professional, so to say, but they are people who can help you to share experiences. And by the time you find out that what you're passing through, what you're experiencing, is not unique to you alone, some other women have handled it and they've done this or that to get out of their situation. It's really helpful. So seek professional help when the sadness, anxiety, overwhelm is lingering for longer than 2 weeks, and when the new mom is getting out of herself, trying to think of things that might be harmful to herself, even thinking of taking alcohol at that point, it signals that she needs help, professional help. And please, if you're a family member, if you're a friend, at this point, your support comes a long way. You should give it. You should be able to give it to her. Then we think about some self-care tips that new moms can incorporate to their routine to help them to handle this challenging aspect of their life. Talk about taking small breaks daily for yourself. Yes, try and take small breaks, sit down, relax, try and rest up. Don't just keep doing one thing after the other, maybe because you've not felt tired. No, stop, take small breaks for yourself. They will help you on the long run. Also, gentle exercises like walking, stretching, soft dances can also help you. Not just physically, mentally. They are very important. And for most moms, you're very anxious about your weight. The baby weight you've gained from the pregnancy and all that might linger for some months. But at this point, it shouldn't be a priority. So please, eat well, Drink enough water to hydrate yourself. Eat well, drink water. Don't mind your weight. You lose them with time. But as at this point, what is important is your health, mental, physical, emotional well-being. So please eat well. And then try journaling, try meditation, try deep breathing. All this will help you to be in the best mental frame of mind. And finally, let's talk about support from the whole family. Yes, I'm happy in this call that I'm seeing some males in this call so far. You have an important role to play, whether you're the father, your brother, or a friend to a new mom. This your help can go a long way. First of all, the partner and the family members are the first point of call when it comes to helping this new mom, especially to care for the baby. It might just be to hold the baby while she feeds, eats her food, takes her bed, lie down and stretch a bit when the baby is calm. Then encourage everyone to share responsibilities. Most times there are a lot of clothes to wash because the babies you change them regularly. Yeah, the house needs to be clean and all that. Encourage everyone in the family to share in the responsibility that usually the mother cares for. And then watch out for signs of stress from both parents and know when to step in. If you're a family member, if you're a friend, watch out for signs of stress. At times it gets overbearing, even for the man, the partner trying to support the wife, it gets overbearing. So at this point, your help is encouraged. So, new moms, we got your back. Yes, we got your back. This event is specially for you, and it's just to give you a tip of what you need to do so that the period after delivery should be a joyous one, should be a period where your mental health is optimal. It shouldn't be a period whereby you're losing your rest, you're losing your joy. When you are blessed with a bundle of joy or bundles of joy. So I hope you're getting value from this event. And if there is anybody that is in your sphere of influence that is not on this event, I also like to tell you that the replay, you can access the replay tomorrow on my YouTube channel. Make sure that they watch the event so that they know how they can support you, because knowledge, the importance of knowledge is for us to put it into action. And every little tip goes a long way. So finally, before I call it a day in this event for today, let's remind ourselves of the takeaways from this event. Mood changes are normal for new moms, but serious symptoms may need help. And we've got to understand that these mood changes are things not out of the ordinary, but they can't help it because they are induced by hormones in their body. So the new moms shouldn't be blamed for these mood swings, mood changes. They are normal. We should accept it and see practical ways to even encourage them. Sleep and rest are vital for your mental health. So even if it is the small naps in between when the baby is dozing and when the baby is sleeping, you should also try to get that nap. You should try to get that sleep. Even when it is not your comfort sleep zone time, try to catch it anytime you can because it adds up. It helps you to regain your mental clarity. Then asking for help is strength, not weakness. So by all means, ask friends, family members to help you with the chores, holding the baby while you eat your food, while you take your bed. Don't try to be that superwoman I know you to be. Not now. Maybe when you're fully recovered from the events of the childbirth and when the baby is old enough, you can come back to your full mom moves, strong mom moves, okay? Then remember, early support improves outcome for both the new mom and the baby. So if you're a family member, if you're a friend, if you're the spouse and you notice signs of lingering overwhelm, try to step in and support as much as you can. This will help the mom, this will help the baby, and eventually the whole family will be happy. Yes, when we have less medical condition, everybody is happy. So, this is the end of our event for today. New moms, I hope I have allayed your fears and your anxieties to accept these changes as normal thing, to seek for help, to eat well, don't minding your body weight, and then to try to get sleep whenever it is handy. Thank you so much for joining in this program, this live event. And I'm happy that many of you are trying to cheer me on in the chat group, and I really appreciate your efforts. And I really appreciate your making out time to really join these events, because the event is a success simply because you're here, simply because you've joined, and simply because you are encouraging, you're sharing your insights. Thank you so much, Gifty. Thank you, Wabeze and Kemi. Thank you so much. I can see all your emojis and your comments. Thank you for the encouragement. So before we come to the end of the event for today, I still have some 9 minutes to take any questions from anybody who has a question for me. Question time. We got 9 minutes to spend taking any question that might come up. Thank you so much, Kemi. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all you who have made out time despite your busy schedule to be in this event. And don't forget, if any person, any friend could not join, maybe because they forgot, maybe because they are still at work, not available, the replay will be available tomorrow on my YouTube channel. Just check the link that you used to join, that I used to advertise this event. My YouTube channel link is there. You can watch the replay. You can even share it to friends, even to some groups where you know that people could benefit from this information. And like that, all of us will contribute meaningfully to making mental health a way of life. We need to be aware. We need to do all we can to be in the best mental frame of mind. And remember, thank you, Peace, Chimadike. Thank you so much, Choma. I appreciate you joining. Okay, you have a question? Okay, Peace is asking a question. She says, why do so many new moms still find it hard to talk about postpartum depression, even in a time when mental health is becoming a more open conversation? Thank you for this interesting and very important question. Yes, and I agree with you. Many new moms still find it hard to make it an open conversation. And it all stems from the fact, most times it stems from the fact that women are strong. They want to show up to be that strong person. And most times also, they don't understand the reason why they are feeling the way they are. So they don't know what to say. They don't know how to explain it to somebody else. You can imagine you're having a challenge. You don't know the source. You don't know the cause of the challenge. So coming up to talk about it might be a hindrance at this point. So what we can do is that we need to educate new moms. Whatever you're feeling, whatever downsides, whatever mood swings you're having is just hormonal tussles, hormonal imbalances. It's not because they are from you. You are intentionally doing it. So awareness is still what we need to continue to propagate. Yes, by the time new moms know that these things happen, they are not in charge, they are not in control of these feelings they are having, maybe they can be more open to talking about it. Maybe they can be more bold to talk about it. So I hope that helps, Chioma. Awareness should be a major reason why many of them don't talk about it. They don't know the cause. They don't know why they're feeling the way they are feeling. So they don't know what to say. But when they come to understand that hormonal imbalances can throw them to feel that way, when they now experience the feeling, yes, it's normal for them to start talking about it. They can start sharing the way they feel. Okay? I hope that answers your question. Peace, have I answered your question? Awareness is important. So the next question is from Idowu, Madam Idowu. Can anxiety during pregnancy cause postpartum depression? Well, the answer is a straight yes. Yes, it can. It can cause postpartum depression if it is not handled on time. So some women at onset of pregnancy, they are anxious. New moms especially, they are anxious. But after delivery, the doctor needs to accept the level of anxiety. If it is nipped on the bud, it will not degenerate to causing postpartum depression. So most times, yes, it can. Most times their anxieties can be allayed. It can wane off with time, and it shouldn't get prolonged to that extent. So yes, it can cause it. And that is why medical help is very important. Kindly let me know if I really answered your question. And thank you, Gifty. You said that small breaks really helped you. Thanks for sharing that insight and spread it around. Let friends also know. People that you see, young moms, if you see them, tell them, encourage them to really take these small breaks so that they will all be helped too. And thank you, Nwabezenwa Diallo. I really appreciate your strong support. Please don't forget to share this to people who might be in the position to benefit from it. I'm watching out for yet another question. I still have 3 minutes before we call it a day. Thank you so much, every one of you on this call. Thank you for your loving encouragements. Thank you for your emojis, your love emojis. You're cheering me up all the way. Very encouraging. And thank you for being live with me in this event. Don't forget, you can share the link to my YouTube channel for the replays, for friends, for your WhatsApp groups or other groups you belong to, where you feel that people can benefit from these tips and nuggets. And don't forget to join next week for yet another interesting episode on the Wellness Wave. Thank you so much. My name is still Nkechi Ogunjiofor. I'm your host on this event, and I'm really grateful for your being live with me today. So, I don't think I have another question. We'll be calling it a day for today. Thank you so much for joining in this event, and please, let's share the love, let's share the tips, let's share all the encouragement because it goes a long way. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.